We've all read the headlines. We know now is a very tight inventory timeline. We all know that now is a great time to sell your home. But what if I told you is absolutely the best time to buy a home that you may see in the next 3 to 5 years is right now, this spring, in this crazy market? Stay tuned, turn off the TV, and let's chat about why now is the best time to buy. Jeremy Kane, eXp Realty here. Thanks for tuning in. Please, as always, smash that subscribe button. Let's open that comment feed up below. Shoot me a comment. The last thing you read in the paper, saw in the news, or even saw on your social media feed about the real estate market and how that made you feel. Comment below, I will respond, and I will have a positive twist on it, because everything we see right now, especially as buyers, is very negative, and the market's gonna crash, and now is a terrible time to buy, and interest rates are going up, and so on and so forth. So shoot me a comment below, and let's talk about that. We've all heard it. The sky is falling. Interest rates are on the rise. The Fed's buying less mortgage-backed securities. What's all that mean? That means that we can afford maybe a little bit less. But let's take a look at history here. Interest rates in the early 80s, 18.5%. Okay, it fell down. 3 years ago, it was around 5%. Today, we're looking at rates between 3 and 4, depending where you're at. Granted, they were at 2.5 last year when we were talking about refinancing, doing all the things. But now, as we see a slight climb, everyone is kind of freaking out. The sky is falling like Chicken Little. And absolutely, interest rates, although they are going up, they still maintain at record lows, very, very affordable when it comes to borrowing money. So let's turn the narrative on that a little bit and understand that, yeah, interest rates going up will affect buying power, but let's take a historical view of where we're really at and understand that now is still a great time to take advantage of low interest rates. Can you believe Colorado's real estate market is now worth $1.2 trillion, and Coloradoites own almost half of that in equity and leverage against their homes? That's absolutely insane. If you really think about what the jumps we've seen through the last few years and what waiting may have cost people. Over 10 years, Coloradans gained $212 billion in appreciation just in their homes. Okay? Flip the script, I did say 2019. From 2019 to today, we've almost gained $208 billion. So it's almost, in 3 years, it's almost done what it did in the previous 10, coming off the biggest economic housing crisis we had. So absolutely, the money is in the equity, and how we leverage that equity can make a difference between your financial freedom, your building wealth, and sitting on the sidelines and losing out on huge opportunity. As the story goes, we forecast for a 10 to 15% increase in appreciation just this year. So as that number continues to grow and we continue to build wealth through real estate, those people who are waiting for the crash and waiting on the sidelines and waiting till next year, signing another lease, are absolutely eventually going to be out in the cold. We're losing out on opportunity on all of this gain. So as we move through February and we understand that the spring market is going to be extremely competitive, take a look at the finances. Does it really make sense to sit on the sideline? Does it really make sense to rent for another year? Probably not, with interest rates historically low and appreciation just continue to pick up and demand continuing to push the lack of supply. Absolutely, now is the time to get into the market and make a change. And this isn't just for the first-time home buyers. Say we're talking to somebody who's a move-up buyer or someone who wants to downsize or anything like that. Now is still the best time to buy a house, whether it's a move-up house, a downsize house, or your first house. So we kind of get stuck in this, poor renters, poor first-time home buyers. But absolutely, the opportunity spans across the entire housing market. A lot of that appreciation is in those move-up homes and the second homes. And as we know, if 10% gain on a $500,000 house is a lot less than 10% gain on $1 million house. So as we continue to progress, don't just pretend like this is just about first-time home buyers not trying to move up and not doing that. As well, now is a great time to sell your house as we continue to see supply and demand, and early in the spring we'll see huge jumps just like last year. As we continue to move forward and do what we're doing, take a look at your holistic approach. Is this a home you want to be in? If the market does slow down or cool off and our appreciation settles down, is this your forever home, or is there something else that you're going to need, for those kids as they grow and, move out or move in or whatever that may look like? So absolutely, it's time to take a look at your entire real estate portfolio entire economic portfolio and take a look and see, okay, what do we want to do? How can I take advantage of this market? As inflation grows and everything costs more money, from that gallon of milk at the grocery store all the way up to your $1 million home, everything's affected. The supply chain, the work labor issues, and things like that. So as we continue to see this, we're set with record low inventory, 1,184 homes on the market, less than 500 homes under $500,000, $600,000 out there, which is crazy and very tough for those first-time home buyers. So as we continue to see inflation push, low inventory, and an influx of demand, we are absolutely saddled with something that appears to be scary on paper, but in the shadows lies immense opportunity. So we've talked about a lot of rah-rah, what we're seeing, what we're reading on the news, and how we can turn that to a positive thing as a buyer. But let's talk about getting down to tactical, practical ideas. As you look to purchase a home or sell a home, it's very important for you to maximize your profit on sale and get the best deal possible on the buy, or really just get into something on the buy. There's absolutely a need for a great real estate team, from the lender to the inspector to your realtor. They need to be working at optimal levels. They need to be creative. They need to be working together to put you in the best position possible to get into a home and win that offer. And here's the deal. We're gonna put together that team for you. We're gonna dive in. We're gonna do everything we can, if it's pre-underwrite to appraisal gap insurance, kind of things like that that we can work on. We're gonna work as a team to put you in the best position possible. And that involves you educating yourself and understanding the market. And at the end of the day, we need to make no regret offers. And you may be, in your head paying, over. If you're concerned about the list price is not a price tag. It's a starting point right now in our market. So let's educate ourselves, understand what we're gonna do, understand that overpaying mixed with the appreciation that we're gonna see may just be overpaying for a month or two. Have you ever overpaid for rent? Oh yeah, every single month. So understand that we're gonna build that A team. We're gonna take what we have and go and attack it here. If you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for there to be less people in the market, less competition, more inventory, so on and so forth, you are missing out on opportunity. So let's shut those headlines off. Let's start the conversation today, whether that's a comment below or DM me privately. I'm absolutely willing to help you dive into this market feet first or head first and put together the A team for you that can help you succeed no matter what we have to do to either buy or sell your home. And the honest truth is, selling, everyone says, oh, it's so easy right now. The truth is, if you are selling on your own or going with a discount brokerage, you absolutely are putting yourself at risk to not make extreme amounts of money and cash in on this intense market. We want to build up as much competition as we can for you when you sell your home, because you're going to be in that on the backside. If you're buying a new home in the same market, you're going to be in that same market. So we want to maximize your profit on the front end, put together a no regrets offer on your move up home, and absolutely get you to where you need to be, because in the next 3 to 5 years, the opportunity may not be there. So look forward to talking to you. Shoot me a DM, comment below, and happy February. Stay warm.